Hey guys, it's JG here with Earth 5D University, back for another video. I am here in the Carolinas. I'm visiting family for the holidays. I'm so grateful you're here, guys. This is like the fifth take, the lawnmower, the neighbors. I'm using my parents' front porch. So I just want to thank you for being here today. I hope you had a blessed holiday wherever you are in the world. Today I'm going to be focusing on bringing the fifth dimension right here into the third. What does that mean? What does that even mean? And focusing on love. Okay, one of my favorite topics. I believe that love is the only reason why we're here. I believe that being human is the reason for being on earth, right? You're not here to be somewhere floating out there, right? We love this. A lot of us spiritual people, we like to focus on outer body experiences. We're talking about astral projection. We're talking about leaving the physical. But I'd like to invite you today to think about how we can use our own physical beings to bridge the fifth dimension right here into our lives. So the premise that I am talking about today, and we'll get right into, is this is about how Jesus said, and I'm not a Christian, I'm not religious that way, but I really enjoy some of the teachings of Christ, so Christ consciousness. So one of the teachings that I really enjoy is how Jesus said that the first is going to be last and the last is going to be first. Okay, what does that even mean, right? To me, that means that the people who have been humble, who have been focused on being good to others, who have focused on their values, who have focused on doing the right thing, quote unquote, by people, who have been meek, the meek shall inherit the earth, right? These are people who are not destroying the earth. This isn't about judgment, so it doesn't matter what you've gone through in the past, okay? It doesn't matter X, Y, and Z. Okay? It just matters that now, if you want to change, if you want to be the meek that inherits the earth, now's the time to bring the fifth dimension here to the third. Okay, guys? I'm laughing because I just did a take where I said the fifth dimension to the first, which kind of feels like that sometimes, right? So no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what resources you think you have or you don't have, what we're here to do is to experience life. So that looks like different things for everybody. We all have our dreams, right? There's a reason you came to earth at this time, and the reason you came to earth at this time was to create something beautiful, to experience a shift in consciousness. And you're not here to take up space, you're here to actualize this energy to create a higher vibration for yourself, to create a life that you desire. So that happens by taking higher frequency and grounding it here in the earth. So that means being fully human. So many times there's a schism between, oh, I'm spiritual, or I'm very not spiritual, right? I'm very like human, I'm very matrixed, but there's a gray area between that. And this is where the fifth dimension occurs. It's in this gray area where we're able to find and harness and take advantage of becoming first on this earth. So staying up here in our higher chakras, our crown chakras, sometimes is easiest for my audience, right? For you guys, because we're very spiritual beings, your teachers, your leaders, and this is easy for you. But we cannot forget to bring that down. In fact, we have to bring that down into our lower chakras, below our waist, and get that energy rooted into Mother Earth, Mother Gaia Earth. Gaia Mother Earth. Okay, so why do we want to do that? Because we need to take over the world. We need to be the leaders. Even if you feel repulsed sometimes by the things going on Earth, no amount of that darker frequency is no match to the light. It is no match to the light that you have inside of you. You are the magic, okay? This is your show. This is your deal. This is your life. It's yours. And so what does that even mean? It means that you hold the power as a creator being to shape your outer reality, to shape your outer world. And that is why you're here. To experience the joy of creation. You are here to experience the joy of creation. You are a creator being. You're powerful beyond measure. Okay? And so there's a quote by Marianne Williamson in the book A Return to Love, where she said, people aren't, I'm not quoting this verbatim, people aren't afraid about how weak they are, they're afraid about how powerful they are. Because when they're powerful, there's no excuses. You have to go out there and take life and create upon it that which is a good, that which is expansive, that which is liberating. You are liberators. Okay? What does that mean? Okay, I keep saying that, but I'd like to extrapolate and go dig into that. It means that you are liberating your frequency, some of your darker emotions, darker thoughts and beliefs that you've experienced since you came to Earth, and liberate them and transform them into light, so that you are number one on this planet, so that your dreams, your thoughts, your experiences that you want take the lead. So you're no longer the tail of the dog. You are the leader, you are the head, and you step into your life and you just take it. Okay? So how do you do that? You do that by becoming fully human and allowing your fully human being with all 5 of your senses to connect to the 5th dimension and unite them in this rainbow bridge, so that you can live, experience, and take advantage of the beauty of being human, of eating delicious food, of having senses. It's such a delight to come to Earth. It's such a privilege to come to Earth, because you can smell, you can taste, you can hear, you can see, you can touch, right? You have all these senses that when you're in the higher, when you don't have a body, you can't feel those. So we still have a beautiful planet here, right? So some people will say, well, I don't have this, I don't have that, I'm not good looking, or only wealthy people have that, only beautiful people have that, only intelligent people have that, right? But all we have to do is look at some of the wealthy leaders in the world, some of the Hollywood figures that are beautiful, some of the scientists, most very, very intelligent people who are very miserable. So it's none of those things really create happiness, right? It's inside that creates happiness. And so we all chose the form that we came here with, okay? We all chose the circumstances that we were born into to use that as a tool to create consciousness, to use that as a springboard. So your situation where you are, everything you've been through is correct and right. This isn't about judgment. This isn't about shame. This is about wanting to take the good and wanting to take your ability to create love and push that forward. So love is the answer. Love is all that's real. And we are here to create more love. And for many of us, we are here to create more love against very extreme odds. But what I am proposing today is that you are here to create love in a romantic sense, love in a family sense, love of a job or career that you find rewarding, love of friends and community. This is about your expansiveness. So the way I believe you can do that today is by bringing some of these higher frequencies in that we love, that I talk about all the time and that we focus on all the time, and bring them into our physical. Not by denying our body, not by denouncing our humanity, but by embracing it, giving yourself a hug, embracing your life as it is without shame or judgment, and choosing to put yourself first. So it can start, so that might seem abstract, like how do I do that this afternoon or at night? Well, you can do that by first finding out what you want to create. So take out a notebook. Write down what you want to create. These are not new concepts, but the way that the energy that I'm bringing through and the energy that's supporting these concepts is different. These are coming from a place that is like, God only knows where. I just trust it. The fifth dimension. Okay? And so it's like, it's just a few steps ahead of where we are. So this is just catching up. But it begins by understanding truly what you want, and then really seeing the gateway for that to become real. This is liberation. So Jesus did say the meek will inherit the earth. You are the meek. It's time for you to inherit the earth. How do you do it? You do it through focusing on love. Bringing through frequency that creates something that's not limiting. It's the opposite of limiting. Something that's not scary. Maybe it's scary, but it creates joy. So I want to think about that. Think about what creates your joy, because it is your joy and your love and your happiness that gives others more happiness. You should never be ashamed or guilty for what you have that brings you joy. Because when you sink your teeth into that, when you feel that in your heart, and it gives others the opportunity to also ride that wave. And so we've seen enough on the earth of suffering. Oh, I'll just suffer some more. I think I'll suffer. I think I'll deny myself. I think I'll, think about limiting beliefs because that's what everyone else is doing. And I'm just saying no. Say no. Focus on love. Focus on what you believe you want in this lifetime. And then ground it. So I'm going to help you ground it right now, because we're going to think about how we can bring this higher frequency straight into the earth, grounding it in the earth, and connecting to our true self on earth, our human being. This doesn't have to be perfect. It just is. There's something about the isness of you. We can't be like someone else. Someone else can inspire us. But this is about you being you, and that perfection of that. And in that perfection of that just draws, it's in the truth of who you are that just draws the beauty to you, the love to you, the romance to you, the family to you, all the things that you want. It's all about embracing yourself, because if you think about it, if you're trying to manifest it only using these chakras, how are you going to get it stuck in that? How are you going to ground that on earth? How are you going to make that physical? You need to be okay with being here. You need to be okay with having your feet on the ground. You need the money. You need the resources. You need the energy to be first. And so Spirit wants to give you all these things. Earth wants to give you these things. I mean, money is paper. It's the Earth's, right? So, some of you just need to say to yourself, how can I be of service? And Spirit will show you how you can be of service. Spirit will show you how to ground your energy here. Okay? And through me, I'll show you right now. Okay, guys? So let's get into the grounding meditation, all right? So we're going to take, it's really simple. Most of the things that create the most impact are very, very simple, which are there, they're present, you're connecting to them now, you're already connected to them. And we're just going to bring them down, and we thank you, Spirit, for our five senses. We thank you, Spirit, for our humanity. We thank you for all the life experiences that have brought us to this point, so that we can create and bridge this rainbow energy of fifth dimension to third. And so we just thank you for bringing this energy through us now, through the crown, all the way spinning through our chakras. Straight through our root chakra, down into Mother Earth, into the crystal cavern, where we connect to that fire of love, that fire of ultimate expansion, that kind of ecstasy that Earth has for us. And then we sink into this beautiful connection that we have to our Mother. And we allow that to flow through our being, making us excited, making us full, making us elated to be here, to be present, to the privilege of Earth. And we just allow that to flow to us as we imagine the rainbow connection that I guess Kermit the Frog was thinking about 30 years ago when he wrote the Rainbow Connection, when Jim Henson wrote the Rainbow Connection. It's real. So it's bringing the rainbow energy into your being, grounding it in the crystal caverns, letting that run right up through you, and connecting to the Father, Son, and again creating the circuitry. So some of you might have done this before with me. This is a meditation that I'm called to do many times, and it's kind of like a different reason to do it each time. This reason is to really ground you onto the earth, ground you into Mother Earth, so that you can experience your true humanity and why you're here. So you can have that higher love. I guess that's what Steve Winwood was talking about. So this is being echoed in our society. So you know, it's always a choice, right? You can focus on fear, pain. I mean, there's a million reasons to focus on suffering, depression, fear, agony, defeat, sadness, you know, but why bother? It's not going to do anything for you. It's going to restrict who you're really meant to be. Who are you meant to be? The creator being that you are. Why are you on earth? To create love. My friendly reminder from South Carolina. Happy holidays, guys. Thank you for being here. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you need help with your own situation, feel free to visit earth-5d.com for support. I've got lots of services there. So happy you're here, guys. Thank you for finding me, new peeps. Thank you for my returning subscribers. I love you guys. Bye now. See you next time.